just gonna work with her in her crate. It's gonna give me a perspective. Okay, so I'm just gonna be sitting down and let her smell me, and I'm just gonna sit here and just let her, and that's fine. So again, part of this goal that's happening here is the dog can smell me. Good job, good job. Sniff. See? Oh, good job. Good job. Oh, good. Oh, sniff. Oh, good. Now, can you do a favor for me? For a dog, I want you to look at her and tell me what her hair is doing. Because I'm not going to, because it'll be confrontational. So, if the tuft on her front and back is raised, it just means arousal, not aggression. But if she's got any hair standing on end, it's just arousal.
Yeah, she actually doesn't have any, but
perfect.
Definitely we've seen plenty of that in the past, yes.
So I just want her arousal level to go down before she comes out and greets me. That's essentially what we're doing.
Push it down, yeah. No. And she's
Girl, and go ahead and just walk her past me. I'll stay stationary. You just walk. Okay, I'm good if you bring her out. Oh, hello. Hello, hello. So, the thing about dogs is every dog will bite.
yes. Okay.
Every dog, it doesn't matter if the dog's never bit or not. They just have different thresholds
For what's gonna spark it.
for what's going to cause them to bite.
Okay.
And some have a high tolerance window and some have a low, and that's just a lot of us when we do puppies and our exposure that we give them. So a dog that bites a person, usually a fearful dog will bite before an aggressive dog. Now, where you get the line of a dangerous dog is when you have a fearful dog that bites, and then I rehabilitate the dog, because that's essentially what you're doing is rehabilitation, right. And then the dog that's now fearful bites harder and longer and is destructive, because I went from fear to confidence, because what happens is when I'm fearful, you build my confidence, my bite goes down because I bit only while being fearful.
Right.
But when I build my confidence and when my bite goes up, these are dogs that is literally kind of the only area that I feel they should be put down for their bites, is when we build their confidence, we do different things, and then they become a dangerous dog because now they're more confident with their bites.
That makes sense, yes. Yeah.
So that's the threshold. So that when, we work with a biting dog, is we have to find out, is this dog, when I build its confidence, going to bite harder, longer, hold and shake, and now destroy the person because they're no longer fearful to release.
That makes a lot of sense, yes.
And a fearful dog, so once we build the dog's confidence, what the goal is. Expose her, push her buttons, find out all around what it is, and then that bite should go and disappear,
right?
Because we built her confidence.
Right.
Confidence and what's if a dog's been hit, beat, or just come into some bad exposures with like being running loose and wild and people trying to grab their arms for catching, then that's going to be a trigger, which means her jumping on someone's lap is totally different than someone reaching their hand out to her, which is why those two are different. Because when two dogs are circling each other and a dog puts a paw on their head or postures a head over head, we're being very confrontational and dominating.
Right.
And so that already in their language, combined with them having bad exposure. Yeah, all petting underneath. So one of the things to help, two things, we'll go for a walk here with her, but two things to help build her confidence is go to a playground, and we even do this with service dogs. If you want to just give her exposure to build confidence, is you take her on a leash and you go to a kid's playground where there's slides and all the things without any kids present, obviously, and you get her up on the equipment.
Okay.
What that does is helps expose her to bright colors, weird things, weird textures on her feet, and what you're doing is you're taking the scare away. You're just helping her. It's a great exercise for building confidence.
Okay.
It's just take them to a playground, see where their threshold is. Desensitization, relaxation.
Okay.
So what you're going to do is you're not going to pet her, you're going to massage her. You're going to give her like a deep tissue massage. And then what you're going to do is you're going to feel all of her joints. You're going to go to all her paws. You're going to touch her fingers in between her toes. You're going to massage. What you're doing is, because she's a rescue, you're finding out where's her points, where does she not like pressure, where does she not like being touched, and doing it all in a calm. And then you're also, it kind of like decompresses. So action in that to get the dog's anxiety down to a learning state before we could even do anything with the dog.
Yep.
So those kind of things will kind of help her confidence.
Yes.
What are some of the things you want to accomplish with her? We want to rehome her.
Right.
So we want to make sure that she is going to be okay. Here. Oh, good girl. Oh, yeah, good girl. Oh, Lix. Oh, good girl. Oh, good girl. Great job. Sammy. Sammy, good girl. Good girl. Now again, my back's not fully turned, but when she had her back fully turned to me, she was disengaging.
Right.
If she was half body language, that's good. Which means the dog that has their back fully turned to you, that's really not a good dog to stretch out with pet.
Yeah.
Or if you've got a leash and they've turned and you're forcing to be present, they've got their head turned, like we're disengaging, we're already telling you go away, which means if I turn and nip at you, I've already been telling you,
Right.
already been
You've
talking.
been warned. Yeah.
So
You've
right
been
now,
warned. It's on
we're
your
at
list.
you and we are back fully turned, disengaged. Well, not so much. Oh, good girl. Hi, sweetie. Oh, is it good girl, eh? I want you to see. Oh, yes. Oh, good girl. Oh, yeah,
Oh,
scary.
oh, yeah.
Now we're just
Oh,
going to
yeah.
no words. All right, tails come back out. Good job. Any praise, even any praise is like, keep doing what you're doing.
Which is be afraid of that.
Yes. So we just shut up and ignore. And then once their confidence comes back, then, yeah. But she's great. She's letting me. She's great.
Yeah.